So
All right.
whenever you're ready, I'm ready.
All right. Yeah.
Because we're live. We're
Yeah.
live right now.
Oh, we're live. We're live. Sweet, man. I was just gonna check before we got started. That's what it was gonna be. But we're live anyways. What episode are we on? We're on episode number 28 of the podcast. Awesome, dude. This is fantastic. I'm excited.
We're at 28. That's amazing.
Yeah, 28. And technically, that one member edition would be gives us 29. So that's awesome. We're a couple away from 30, depending on how you look at it. And yeah, man. So last week we left off. It was our E3 edition of the podcast because Andrew was in LA going to E3 for the first time, E3 2019. So if you guys want to listen to that episode, that's number 27. It's specifically just talking about E3, what went on there. So a lot of times, if you guys are new to the podcast, we're talking about just gaming in general. A lot of time it is focused around PUBG because that's the main game that I play and stream right now currently. But we do talk about other video game news and all that stuff. So anything else you want to recap from that trip? I think we covered pretty much everything in that podcast, right? Anything else thinking back?
We covered I would say we covered pretty much everything.
Okay.
I don't know. If I think of something we'll go over it.
Or what about like now that it's a week past, like looking back, like in the moment things sometimes are like more exciting, like looking back a week later, like still worth it? Did you have fun?
Yeah, I definitely feel like it's still worth it. I kind of wanted to I thought it might not be like, after a week, but I kind of like I missed it. Kind of like finally settling down.
Mm-hmm.
I think that my whole trip was very long, so I was like kind of happy to be home.
Yeah.
But I definitely think it was exciting. It was fun. Like I got so many questions at work about it. So
oh really? That's cool too. That's fun.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it was definitely worth it.
Nice.
Even a week later, 1 week later.
Yeah, and then this isn't video game related, but how was the rest of your? Because we haven't really talked too much since you got back. How was the rest of your trip in San Francisco and stuff? You were there for the first time, you said, right?
Yeah, that was the first time. It was just windy, cold. It wasn't anything amazing.
Oh yeah, we texted. The weather,
the
weather really isn't that great there. Like it's kind of like in the summer. Sometimes it's like the weather isn't that great, and I tell a lot of people this. Like, when you visit some cities like San Diego and stuff, you're like, dude, I could live here. Every time I've been to San Francisco because I have some family there, I'm like, I like this place, but I would never live here. Like, like by choice. It's a cool place, but it's not for me weather-wise and the way it is. I'm just not down with that stuff.
Yeah. I just thought like we rode bikes to the bridge from our hotel, which was like a 4-mile ride, and it was just so windy. It was like, it felt like it was wintertime almost, so
yeah.
It just wasn't as enjoyable. But I guess real quick, E3 thing.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at the attendance. I've been like Googling it every day until like information came out. So the numbers are in. So on GameSpot, they cite that E3 2019 had 66,100 attendees. But that is actually down 3,000 from 2018. So 2018 had 69,200 attendees.
Oh wow. Okay.
Which, if you really think about it, though, isn't that bad being down.
Well, considering was Sony there last year?
I don't think Sony was there last year, but I think EA was not there last year.
Okay.
So,
or they were there last year because they weren't there this year.
I don't. So I think Sony wasn't there last year, but EA had their own thing the weekend before this year. So I think EA was there. You know what I mean? So I mean,
yeah. EA was there last year, not this year. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see. When did Sony? This is like terrible time to Google. Stop going to E3.
Yeah, I don't know if because I know it made like news this year, but I don't know about last year. I could probably just Google. Sony
They weren't there this year either. So no, I think it was.
No,
this is the first year.
Yeah, it said PlayStation E3 2018, and there's a date, so it seems like they maybe were there. So maybe, you can expect that like more than half the people who have console are Sony, so maybe that caused less people to go.
No, definitely. No, that's kind of why I brought it up. So yeah, if it was Sony and EA did not attend this year, they had their own thing or having their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
EA had it the weekend bufore. Sony, I think, is yet to announce anything.
Yeah.
Which 3,000 people down for two of the biggest.
Nicknames in the industry not to be there.
Yeah,
two out of like the top 10, you would say, right?
Yeah, is not bad. I would have expected more, to be honest with you. So I think that doesn't surprise me that it was down a little bit.
Interesting.
They added a lot of smaller companies. It says so that's good.
Yeah, that's cool. I really think if they turn it more into like a Comic-Con type video game thing, just to celebrate like video games, consoles,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
everything going on, it would make get like bring more people into it, bring more attention on it.
Yeah, they said that 85 of the 200 exhibitors, over more than 200 exhibitors, were attending E3 for the first time.
Oh wow,
So,
interesting.
that's big. I mean, and I think maybe Sony and EA freed up some space, so,
Mhm.
and Activision wasn't there either. So, that's
Really,
another thing.
Activision wasn't there?
No,
I didn't know that.
no, they weren't.
Oh wow, so like a lot of big names. But that is kind of like suspicious though, because like I wonder what Microsoft and the companies that were there are like thinking now, because someone came out with a video. I didn't watch the whole thing or a blog post, like not a blog post, but like an official journal post from a video game company talking
Yeah.
about like will E3 continue. But I like after I heard and saw the pictures, it seemed like a pretty cool event. So I thought that was maybe
Nah, it's definitely going to continue. I don't think that it won't ever be a thing. I mean, maybe 20 years from now, it will change. But I think that it's smaller developers are there now. It's like good for the smaller developers and stuff like
yeah.
that. And people still want to go. I mean, 66,000 people, 100 compared to 69,000.
Really
That's
not
not
yeah.
a significant drop.
It's
It's
not like
even.
like 40,000 people or something showed up. Yeah.
Yeah, I think what is that percentage? I think it's like not even. It's like 5%. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something like that. So I mean, it's just it's less than 5%. It's like it's 4%. So it just hits 4%. You know what I mean? So it's not like a huge difference in reality. I'm sure they took a little bit of hit in revenue, maybe, possibly, or maybe having more smaller booths is better for the ESA.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows on their end?
But these are all big companies that run the ESA, and it's like a third, like it's a they run it for free. So I don't think it's going anywhere, and I wouldn't be surprised if like EA or Sony came back in a couple years or something. Who knows?
No, yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt if maybe even Sony comes back. If they do it again like next year, they might try to entice them to come even.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, I don't think it's a big deal. But I think that's just a interesting statistics. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, and we'll see. We'll see next year. I mean, what happens? Well, we'll just have to wait and see.
I think it's just a good marketing event. It really kind of like, if anything, I didn't get to play every single game there, and I think next year would be better because I'll have a game plan. But it definitely reinvigorates the gaming soul a lot, for sure. Just the surroundings. You're like, wow, it's pretty great to be around.
Yeah, and there's
just
really
the
not
atmosphere,
too many like video game. I mean, I guess there is, but a lot of them are like really, industry like specific. Like you need to be invited in, and this one going public E3 now. There's really not that much stuff going on. Like, what about? There's always PAX, like PAX East. People are always talking about. I don't know.
Yeah,
if, like,
PAX West.
Like, can you get into those, or I don't know. Like,
yeah, I think PAX West and stuff like that you can. I don't like GDC is Game Developers Conference. I don't think that one's public.
Yeah, probably.
But I think PAX West is public, but it's a fraction the size.
Yeah.
So it's literally not even the same size. So like, it's not comparable really. I think they're both like, if PAX West would be like New York Comic Con and E3 is like the main Comic Con.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
For sure.
I had to compare.
Yeah, and someone was just asking me. They're like, "Are you going to TwitchCon?" I'm like, "No, dude. I'm not like a
That's like
streamer.
a tiny.
That's like for people who are like famous streamers out there.
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, people that are small streamers go there. I think just to try to like get some network.
Maybe
networking.
maybe some networking. So it could be worth it, maybe.
Yeah, but I don't think it's worth. You're not getting content there. Like you can do that at E3. You know what I mean? You can do a networking event. Like they had the Mixer networking event. I'm sure you could somehow look into, and then but you can make a lot of content by being there too. You know what I mean? And you can meet a lot of people just by being there and getting network.
Yeah, I just started streaming, doing Twitch only streams, so I'm trying to get situated on there.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely something to think about in the future, but maybe not right away in the future.
Yeah. I actually. I guess this can segue us into PUBG, but I've been streaming on Twitch just to get like I realized that I could get affiliate on Twitch. Well, I kind of always knew that affiliate isn't a big deal. It's not very hard. It's like 50 followers, You need like 3 concurrent viewers, which is actually, that can be hard for a small channel that like no one watches. But since at least we have some people that watch on YouTube, you know, I can get more than 3 concurrent viewers on Twitch. But I just haven't been streaming on there because I didn't want to get the affiliate status, because then you can only stream on Twitch. But then I realized that like other people, so I was like, I'm screwed, I'm not becoming affiliate. And I saw other people like they were canceling their affiliation with Twitch and stuff. But then I realized like you can just do this one stream that I watched, the Beard Guys. They just stream like in the morning on Twitch sometimes, and they'll stream in the afternoon like on YouTube. So I'm like, oh, you could just do that and then do both at the same time. Yeah. And if you're not an affiliate on Twitch, then you can't get money on Twitch. Like you can't get Twitch subs and stuff like that. Yeah. So like to me, I can at least get some of that stuff. Like if someone wants to use their free Twitch Prime sub on me on Twitch, they can do that, but I need to be an affiliate first. So
yeah,
I'm actually.
So is it 50 concurrent viewers? Like, so you have to have like, you know, for an hour every day. If
no, it's only 3. It's only 3 concurrent viewers.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, it's only 3. But the thing is,
so you're probably already doing all right.
Well, forever, what I did is I would restream on Twitch.
Yeah, you can't
I would
do that.
No, well, I would restream, and you can't be restreaming. So now I need to get a certain amount of streams that are just on Twitch. And a lot of times when people would view on Twitch, I would say, hey, come to YouTube. So my concurrent viewership on Twitch is really, really low. But for the past like week, it's been like an average of 20. So now my average is going up like really high. Like it was basically like 0.1 because it was basically always at 0. So now like for the past week, it's over 3. It's like 15 or 20.
How long does it have to be over 3?
For the past month, so. Or the past like.
Oh, that's not bad. But I mean, so you're probably you're probably fine.
Yeah,
You'll
basically
be fine
just
by
need
the end of the month.
Yeah, I just need to wait for the end of the month, and then I'll have it, so it's fine. But yeah, so that's something interesting. The reason why that's a segue is because I've basically only been playing PUBG, and obviously, and we got a lot of new stuff to talk about. So there's so many things. I don't know what you saw, what you didn't see because you were traveling and stuff. So a reminder that the next update is, I think this is update number 8 technically for console, is actually coming on June 27th. So as we record this podcast, today is June 20th, 2019. So it's 1 week from now. And I'm trying to find what's coming in this. It's called the June patch preview. There's a ton of stuff here. We already talked about this, I think, at some point, or maybe we didn't because of E3, but I already made like a video about this, and pretty much everybody already knows about this. But for console, we're getting weapon mastery, the tactical marker system, the second Erangel loot rebalance, which is like the main one. The first one didn't do shit, so the second one is actually like the main rebalance. Yeah. And we're getting the Vikendi changes, so they're going to adjust the blue zone on Vikendi and also buff the loot, which is interesting. And we're getting no, it's all good. We're getting auto equip attachments and the new controller preset C.
Oh wow!
So it's a lot of stuff coming to console. This is a huge update coming to console. Probably one of the biggest ones.
When is it? I'm sorry.
This is a week from now on June 27th.
Is it? I'm gonna hopefully assume it goes to test server first, right?
I don't know if this one is gonna go to test server first. Well, we'll see. Maybe it will, because then because normally updates come on like a Tuesday, so maybe they'll test it from the 27th over the weekend, and then they'll push it to live on like Tuesday. That's usually what they do. So I mean, maybe that's a pretty big update, but. Yeah. I guess is it gonna be like is it going to be, you know, you could turn off the auto equipping? I'm assuming that you can, but I feel like if everybody else is using auto equipping,
you kind of need to.
You kind of need to, because if you hot drop and someone gets their gun auto attached faster, like an extended mag and a red dot, and you're sitting there like in your menu system trying to put a red dot on your gun, you're gonna get killed. I don't love that change, but I think it's going to help the flow, I guess. But I would rather not have this and have auto equipping from one gun to another. Like when you switch weapons. I hate that. Like when you have a fully kitted gun and you just want to switch from like the M4 to a barrel, it should just take whatever you have that's applicable and go over on console. Because it's such a pain to switch out. But I don't know. I mean, I guess they're both kind of taking away from the realism of the game. We'll see how this change goes. I think most people we did a couple polls, and I think like 70% of people wanted this, but a lot of people, including myself, were saying like I'd rather not have it. Do you have any opinion? Do you care?
I think it's more, mine's like just fear motivated of not being used to it is gonna definitely mess me up. Yeah, but
the only time it would mess you up is if it auto attached something that you didn't want.
Yeah, like I don't want a 4-time scope going on the wrong gun or something. You know what I mean? But I think
I wonder how they're gonna handle that. Like if you have,
I don't know.
I wonder
That's
what's
why
gonna
I'm
happen if
curious.
you have a red dot on your gun and you take it 4 times, say it on M4. Is it gonna put the 4 times on, or because you already have a red dot, is it gonna stop you? I feel like that would make the most sense. Like if it's
Yeah.
not a, if something's already there, it shouldn't like over. What is the right word? Like overseed it or. Yeah, I think that's the right word. I don't know. It shouldn't go over the red dot, and like take the red dot off. Cause
Yeah, like if you have an
like,
attachment on there, like that you manually attached, hopefully it doesn't override or you know,
override.
yeah, like,
Yeah. That's kind of what I meant to say.
like if you have a four, yeah, if you have a or if it auto attached a red dot, it doesn't just put a 4 times on it.
Yeah.
When you pick it up.
But like, there's really no harm in like if you pick up an extended mag and it auto attaches to your gun. There's no situation where like you really wouldn't want that to happen unless you had an extended quick draw and it made it like worse, But
yeah, I think it's gonna. I wonder, people. This is like how it kind of works on mobile. So if you don't really hear complaints about mobile, so I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, but mobile, it's just like there's not enough. I mean, you're playing with like 2 fingers, and some people play claw and play with 4 fingers. So like, there's just not enough.
I mean, there's definitely not enough fingers to do it. I'm just, or buttons or whatever. But I'm just thinking like if people are okay with it, maybe we'll be okay.
Yeah, I guess when the few times I played on mobile, I didn't really care. I thought it was kind of nice that the attachments auto clip. So I guess I'm being a little like hypocritical, but because I really like the hardcore nature of like PUBG. Even though it's not super hardcore, I get it. Like there's still a HUD. Some people like love hardcore games with no HUD and nothing, like hardcore Call of Duty players and stuff.
Yeah.
But I like, but I guess it's fine. So I guess we're kind of maybe over talking about that. So yeah, auto clip attachments. Erangel and Vikendi are going to be awesome. Now Miramar is just going to stink on console because the loot there is pretty bad. This tactical marker system is going to be great. The weapon mastery for players like me, because I'm streaming all the time, it gives me way more stuff to work towards that and the Survivor Pass. So I feel like for me, that's a lot more content and just stuff to work towards. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, because I feel like I saw like, is that going to include the little like things you could drop like the little keychains that hang from the gun?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's gonna be on
pretty
console
dope
now. Yeah.
Yeah, because you see that in like Choco Taco's stream, and he has like the little ornaments.
Yeah, I haven't really been watching his too much, but I didn't notice that. But yeah, it would be funny to see that. I mean, small detail, but I'm down with it.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a good ad.
Yeah, I think it's pretty sweet. So that's for console, and basically, I heard someone say this is like 3 updates in one, but I don't know how that's possible. I think this is just like 2 in one. But in any case, this is like getting us very, very close to PC. In their current state.
Definitely.
However, PC did get a PTS update, so like they're about to get another update, so they'll be again farther than us. But if this update went live right now, we would be like very, very similar to the live version of PC, which is kind of cool. And moving on to that, so update number 30 is now on the test server for PC. So the PC PTS, which is the public test server, a lot of P's and T's and S's right now. So sorry. And with this, did you see this? This is absolutely crazy, man. I've actually been playing on the PC PTS just to try this stuff out because it's so ridiculous. There's the new amphibious tank, the BRDM2.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's replacing the armored UAS. And I guess we could just talk about this stuff one at a time because it's hilarious. So I didn't get to use this thing because I couldn't find a flare. But I was watching, again, the Beard Guy stream. I've been watching the stream a little bit more in the morning while I'm doing like YouTube work and eating breakfast. And this thing is sick, man. It's so strong. And you can just drive like on the ground and then it goes right on the water and it just floats on the water like a boat. And then you go to the other side of the ground. And it's got double the health of a regular US, and the wheels can't be popped. So it's actually
nice.
It's actually pretty awesome, and it can survive a red zone blast.
Oh wow!
So
but I mean, but you can't shoot out of it, right?
You can't shoot out of it. Yeah. But it's like legit,
which is good because then you just have a tank.
Yeah, it's legit like having a mobile tank in PUBG that you can't shoot out of, or like there's no tank rounds. It's just a
If you could be able to shoot out of it, it would make it kind of unfair.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just an APC. I think that just stands for amphibious personnel carrier. So I just thought it looks really, really cool. And seeing it in the game was awesome looking, especially on PC. And then the Desert Eagle came into the game. I didn't know that this was about to come into the game. So I thought that was kind of cool. And I was surprised by that. I had heard some rumors that it might be coming eventually, but I thought they were just rumors. I didn't know that it was seriously coming into the game.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I guess there's not a lot of pistols, but at the same time, it's like how many people are really using pistols all the time.
Yeah, but check this out, dude. The pistol, it's a 2-shot kill with a level 3 helmet to the head. So if you hit somebody
Wow.
twice to the head, it kills. It's the strongest pistol in the game. So it deals 62 damage per shot, and it's got a 7-round clip. It's shooting 45s, and then it can be extended to 10. So I shot this in the test server in training mode, and the kickback on this thing is pretty serious. So it's definitely can be hard to use. But
Yeah.
if you can hit people and double tap somebody in the head, you can take out someone with level 3 helmet in under a second with a double shot. So
That's pretty intense, actually. Well, it is a 0.5 caliber, right? Or,
it is in real life, but in PUBG, I don't think they wanted to add another ammo capability. So
Yeah.
they just made it 45 ACP ammo.
Gotcha. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah. So
It would be kind of dumb to have a whole nother ammo.
no, I don't think they would do that unless they came out with another gun that was 50 cal or another 2 or something like that, because it would kind of clutter up the inventory maybe more. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not really
I
sure.
mean, it's just not worth having one round for a handgun. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, for sure, for sure. I was just
One
wondering. I
round,
wonder. I
like-
wonder if they'll ever add some more guns that could use 50 cal in the game. So Desert Eagle, the BRDM, and
Yeah.
then ledge grabbing, which we all saw. It just helps more traversal of the map, where you can hold on to a ledge and pull yourself up, or if you miss a jump, you can kind of latch on. And
Yeah.
I honestly haven't played around with this too much in the game. All I know is that, like, in my few games playing, if you're like in a major city, this is super, super helpful. But like if you're in a regular compound, it doesn't really help you get like on top. Like most buildings and roofs and stuff are still too high for you to latch onto. So it's not like it's making you like Spider-Man or anything like that. It's basically pretty similar to the current system. It's just if you're in a city, you can really move around from building to building and like make jumps that you normally couldn't before.
Yeah. It
Smart.
definitely just seems like to make it a more fluent experience.
Yeah, exactly. So I definitely got to play around with that a little bit more. I don't really have too much personal experience on that. And then this is something I have a ton of experience with. This is
Yeah.
the new improved gas can. It's the explodable gas can now. And I
Oh,
figured
yeah,
we could
this
talk
looks
about this for
sick.
a little bit because this is pretty interesting. So if you're listening to this and you don't know, in the test server, they're testing out the gas can being an explosive device now. So in real life, this actually doesn't happen, but in most video games, gas cans are explodable. And
Yeah.
they made it where the gas can explodes. So when I first saw this, I'm like, dude, this is going to be so overpowered. People are going to, it's basically like an improvised C4 in a way, right? But
Yeah.
when I got into a game, you actually have to, it has like a health status. You don't know what it is, but like it takes 4 shots from the Desert Eagle to blow up. So it's actually pretty strong. And it takes 2 shotgun shots to blow up. So you have to
gas can?
yeah, so you have to like kind of prime it. So what like a lot of people were doing is there's always videos of people online who were like lining up gas cans in like their own custom matches and then doing these crazy explosions, and they would go and they would prime every single one and then they would set them off like in a domino effect and like do crazy shit. And
Oh yeah, I did see that. The
Yeah,
one video, yeah.
Wacky
so they would
Jackie
shoot
put-
him a little bit.
yeah,
Oh yeah, Wacky Jackie did it.
yeah, Wacky
So-
Jackie did it. He did like they set up like 100 gas cans and all these cars, and they did it down an entire road like this huge explosion.
So they would shoot the gas can like once with the shotgun,
Yeah,
so it'd be a little bit more flimsy.
it'd be like primed up to like explode. Yeah, and
That's
then
funny.
today what was cool is so like I mentioned before, so this is like my 3rd time shouting them out, but I been watching the Beard Guys in the morning, and he's an Xbox streamer. He's a big streamer.
Yeah.
He's got like 50,000 subscribers on YouTube. And
Wow.
so
Wow.
he was on the PC version though, so he was like, hey, I need help. I want to do one of these like fun videos. So there wasn't that many people like hopping in, so I hopped in and I was like on his team with them, and we got. It was so cool because I don't play on the PC that often anymore.
Yeah.
And he went into the custom match, and you could set it to just gas cans. He set gas cans, Desert Eagles, level 3 backpacks, and like helmets, and snipers, and that was it. So we just went around the map, and there was like 4 or 5 of us. We collected like over 100 gas cans, and we were on Erangel. We made this cool like design, like domino design, where it was like 1 row, and then it split into 2, and then it came back with all these piles of cars. I actually gotta find the link, man. It was so sick. I gotta show you because I was sharing it on
the stream.
on the stream today, and it was pretty dope. I can actually probably at you on because I shared it on Twitter, and now it has 12,000 views on Twitter. I'm gonna at you in it right now.
Oh wow.
So I was in this
That's
game with them,
crazy.
and player unknown responded to it and everything. It was kind of
Really?
cool. Yeah, it looked
Did
really
they-
really cool. It was
Did
fun
they at
because
Blitz 5.
no. But I was funny because I I was like, dude, this view from the back is like dope. And then he ended up clipping it from this side, from the back, because he was watching it from his side where he lit it. So yeah, I added you on Twitter. Just watch this video really fast. It's really cool. I'll share this on YouTube and on the iTunes link.
So is this like one guy? This beard guy?
The beard guy's is 2 dudes, but one guy's the full-time streamer, and I don't know if it's his friend or something. OSL streams.
Oh wait, why is it not showing me? Jeez, I can't see the actual tweet.
I added you.
No, I just see you. It's just like your reply. Why can't I see?
If you go to my page, sorry, this isn't the best like stream stuff, but you go to my page, Blitz 5. It's like the third thing down. If you just Google my name.
Oh, the beard guys. Oh, let me see.
Yeah, it's a quick video. I can hear the audio, so it's just a huge, for anyone listening, it's just a huge domino explosion effect with the gas can. It actually makes a pretty big explosion when you blow the gas can up.
Oh yeah, it does. Wow, that looks crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, right?
That is really cool. You made like a big circle.
Yeah, exactly. It like split off into 2 things, and they came back into the cars. So you could do some really hilarious shit with this, though. Like, I was thinking you could set up, like, hide in a building and set up gas cans by the doorway, and then, like, shoot them all once. And then if someone walks in, you just shoot one of the gas cans, and, like, 4 gas cans blow up in their face. Like, it's going to be...
Oh, yeah, you could set, like, traps, kind of.
Yeah, you could set a lot of funny traps. So I don't know if it's going to be annoying for people. I think it's going to be pretty hilarious, and I don't think it's really going to ruin anything. But you could do like a roadblock with gas cans, maybe. You could probably do.
Yeah, you could do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you could probably do a lot of things.
It's kind of smart though. They made it that you had to like prime it. You can't just shoot it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Because otherwise, you would be able to like easily set like up a roadblock with gas cans or something like that.
Like really quickly and just surprise somebody, and it would be kind of maybe cheap.
Yeah, that would be a little annoying, but that's definitely smart.
Yeah, so we'll see how that like plays out, but I think that's a pretty fun update. And honestly, they said they're like, we know like from our data that this is like one of the least picked up items, that and before like the pistol attachments. That's why they merged the pistol attachments with SMG attachments, which to me was a great way to clean up like part of the map. So I feel like this is going to make this item really desirable.
Yeah,
so like
picked up a lot.
Smart. Yeah. So that was pretty funny, and I enjoyed doing that. And I was already thinking of like some fun ideas that you could do with this, like setting them up in certain ways or different formations, and like I was thinking if you did like a V pattern on the bridge as a roadblock, and then like you shot it like as the cars are coming, because if you did it in a line, like the cars might not be the right time, or you did like a zigzag pattern on the bridge, waiting for the cars to come, and there's so many things you could try to do.
It would be kind of cool. I it kind of just, when you were talking about the customs, I was like, we really, hopefully they do show some love on consoles for custom games,
Oh yeah, it was so much easier, man, being able to set it to exactly what you wanted. And also he set the first circle, he made the first circle not come in until 15 minutes, and he made it where the blue zone did no damage basically. So like we spent like a half hour setting it up, and the blue zone was not doing any damage to us, like
that makes a world of a difference. Yeah, it really needs to do that. There's no reason they can't do that on console either. There shouldn't be a limitation there.
No, I don't see why not. So. And that to me makes it like really, really fun. I don't think I've had that much fun in like, other than doing a couple demo derbies that we've done like in a custom game, other than being on PC right there because of the options. It just made it a lot more fun.
Yeah, it makes it way easier.
Yeah, and it was interesting playing on PC, man. I mean, I really, it's been a while, and I'm about to build my PC, which I want to talk about too. But you see like how certain things are easier. Certain things to me are harder. It's harder to like run around and use free cam and all that stuff at the same time. And I like driving with the controller better, but as opposed to using like A and D and W to WASD to drive.
Yeah, you're like, it's just like feels very binary. I feel like the word would be
totally.
It's not like fluid.
Yeah, it's not very fluid when you're driving in a car, at least for me as a console gamer. But it's so much easier moving around and looting, and because the items highlight and you can like quickly click on everything you want, like exactly, like when in Xbox you're kind of like looking at the ground just hitting X, and you're like, well, I didn't mean to pick that up.
Yeah. No, I understand. It's definitely
so much faster.
Yeah, it's a little bit more precise. Would be the best way to put it.
Yeah. So the gas can, the BRDM, ledge grabbing. the Desert Eagle. Those are like the major part of the updates, but there's also like a handful of like UI improvements, and they're making like they're increasing like the marker and they're making like a messaging system in the game, which I don't know how they're gonna do that on console. We're already like out of buttons, but stuff like I need ammo, like I need a medic, kind of like Battlefield style. So that's also getting added into the game, and
Which
they're also
cool, but also useless. Like just use party chat.
yeah for a lot of people who don't, but it's kind of you're right because the Battlefield thing is really cool, but how many times has someone really given you ammo in Battlefield when you ask for it? Like almost never. I don't think that's
Never,
like ever
dude,
happened.
no.
The medic thing maybe, but that's
it.
because you get points for reviving people. But
It might be because everyone's ignoring me, but I mean everyone's so used to it, so like that they just ignore people.
Yeah,
But
this
still,
might
at the
help
same
like
time.
on PC because there's a lot of people who complain because they get matched with people who aren't speaking the same language as them. But when like on console, you're most likely matching people within the U.S. or like Europe, and they probably speak English or something. I hope that doesn't sound like condescending. Not that it's okay. Not that you need to speak English.
No,
but,
I mean
you know what I
if
mean.
you
Like
don't understand another language, just
you're being matched with people in your region,
game.
is what I meant to say, or like
Yeah,
it's what. Yeah. Anyways.
yeah, whatever. But yeah, we'll see. I guess what that turns out. It's just like I feel like it's not a priority in my opinion.
Yeah, no, for
It
console,
shouldn't be a priority.
no, me neither. I don't think that matters. But just going over like some of the other stuff there, and then
Mm-hmm.
they didn't talk about it in this update, but they also announced that like in a recent development video, I think before they announced this full patch, they came out with like a preview. They said that they're going to want to be doing a battle pass now every season, so quarterly, because we've had 3, and they haven't matched up with every season. So they said they basically want to be doing like 4 season passes a year, which is going to really like ramp up stuff for PC. And I think within that, they kind of alluded that for them to do that, they also kind of need console to be on like a similar schedule, because if they want to do things on a quarterly basis, then they can't be doing a winter update for PC and then us getting that like in the spring, obviously. So
I agree.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what happens, but I think that could also, while like everybody wants PUBG to get a lot of updates, and that's perfect. Like I wonder if eventually, like remember we were just talking about, I think you were telling me how like the working conditions at like Fortnite were so bad because they had the update. They were like working on updating the game so often that like it was insane the amount of hours people were working. So I can't imagine to have a survivor pass and like updates and all this stuff across all these platforms. It's probably a ton of work.
Oh, definitely. It can't be easy. I kind of wonder, having it seasonally makes the most sense. I just like they said, if they don't align the console to PC, it makes so much more work on their end. So
and timing issues and stuff like that. It's so annoying to time everything. Like, and
you're making a massive pain in the butt. I mean,
and then they have to do 2 update posts and different dates. Like, if you just get it all in the same thing, then just one
everything.
post.
Yeah, you're just duplicating every effort, in some sort of way.
Yeah.
I'm kind of wondering, did they make any mention of the new Erangel, like the updated Erangel?
No. So what they said is that they were like, "Hey, this is just a test. Like, we want to show you guys like where we're at." And they took it away. This is not coming like in the next patch.
Gotcha.
And we're gonna see it on console. I think they said like in July or August. And then I think like it's most likely gonna come to PC in the fall, like at the end of the year. It doesn't seem like something that's happening right away. I'm just talking. I'm kind of just assuming there, so I guess I'm talking about this a little bit. But like, it's not coming in the next patch, so it's gonna be a little while till that drops.
Yeah, I guess they're just kind of giving like an update, like we're actually working on this and we made this much progress kind of thing.
Yeah, because a lot of people were confused because they had Erangel V2, then they took it away, and then they re-released the PTS with this patch, and everyone was like, "Oh, how's Erangel V2?" And I was like, "Oh, it's not there anymore. They actually like took Erangel V2 away," which I wonder why. But
was that on the PTS for everybody, or didn't they only give it to certain people? I think
it was
only, gave, like,
the first couple days was only for PUBG partners, and then that weekend it was for everybody to try.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
gotta become a PUBG partner.
I know, man. I think you need like a certain amount of subscribers to become a PUBG partner, unfortunately. So that beard guy's, he's a PUBG partner, and hopefully I might work my way towards that one day. It'd be nice.
That's interesting. I mean, I'm excited for Erangel V2. Hopefully it hits console sometime soon.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just hoping for by the end of the year, and
I'm just hoping for the loot balancing, honestly, and then when the new map comes out, that'll be great too. But not new map, but the updated map. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sending Andrew this thing. It might make a noise in the podcast because I'm recording my desktop. But I sent you this thing. This is kind of random, but NZXT, which is the case that you use to build your computer, they made a PUBG limited edition case, and I just noticed it after I already bought my case. But it's like, I don't know if I would have bought it anyways, but it's actually a care package case. So the computer tower, for people listening, is a regular computer tower that you put all your stuff in when you build it, but the outside looks like a care package with the blue top and the red sides and stuff like that. And it says PUBG on it, limited edition. It looks kind of cool.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I mean, I wouldn't hate it because it's not like it's super.
No, it's not like super PUBG all over the place. It just says PUBG like on the top.
Yeah, it says it on the side and the top. It's a cool case. Pretty cool looking case.
Yeah, it's pretty
for
sweet.
180.
Yeah,
I think my case. I don't remember how much my case was. I don't think it was 180. I think my case is like 100. I got a pretty cheap case.
Yeah, this was pretty pricey for a case, 180 bucks.
What did you get? How much did you pay for your case?
Mine was 150, so yeah, I kind of overpaid for mine too a little bit.
This case looks exactly like my case though on the inside. Like
it's exactly the same. It's just a little bit bigger.
Yeah, it is a little bit bigger.
And because it's limited, this version isn't usually this much, but because it's limited edition, it's a little bit more. But it is bigger than a little bit bigger than yours. I noticed.
I mean, yeah,
because you got the i500, I think, and this is the i700 or the H700.
Yeah, I think maybe mine was a little bit more than 100. I don't remember anymore.
This could be yours. It could be yours.
I don't think it is. No, it's definitely different. Mine doesn't have 3 fans, but it's just definitely there's just no reason to have, for me, at least there's no reason.
No. I mean, everything fit in your case like perfectly, so it's fine.
Yeah, the case is the least of my worries.
Yeah,
but it looks good. I don't see the case that much. You know what I mean? It's under my desk.
Yeah. I think I'm like thinking about that now. About if I after I finish this computer build, like if I might move around my desk so I can keep it on my desk. I never like got the point of that, and then I get it with all the RGB lights, like why people would want a computer on their desk instead of on the ground. But now the more I think about it, like I think I want to do it for dust management more, because I'm not gonna have too many RGB lights on mine, but like the dust buildup on my floor is, I mean, I clean it very often.
Mine sits on like a platform. I made it like I had a wooden platform that's probably about holds it another 3 inches off the ground.
Oh, that's
so like
nice.
that. Yeah, so it's not like sucking air off the ground exactly.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah. And I mean, you have dogs, I have cats, so like the dust kind of buildup happens a little bit faster. That's why I try to get behind my computer and clean it, but it does get a little hairy back there.
Yeah, as long as it's not sitting directly on the ground, you're pretty much fine.
Yeah, my computer now is, but it's super. I feel like it's not the best
as long as it's like a couple inches higher off the ground, because that's just like where the intake of the fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I could always just like get something to place it up a little bit higher, but I might move it on top just to. It depends how cool it ends up looking.
Yeah, I mean, mine lights up and it looks like there's crazy lights under my desk, so it's not like a big deal. Like I just don't have room on my desk right now. I want to get another like a good nice 4K monitor for my desk.
That would be nice. Wow.
Yeah. Eventually. I just don't feel like spending the money right now.
Yeah, I mean, I totally get it. And now, like I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking the same thing, but like I already have 2 perfectly working monitors that, to me, I don't really mind. I mean, I like them, so yeah, I think I'm okay.
I mean, I could buy another 27-inch little curve monitor, but it's only like 1080p. You know what I mean? For like $120, and it'll be like fine. It's just that it's kind of silly to have, such a nice, powerful computer that I don't have a 4K screen. So yeah, I don't know. And then I guess you could play. Is your TV 4K that you play PUBG on? No, I figure when the new
4K.
Xbox comes out, I'm gonna upgrade my TV.
I don't have anything.
I think
4K.
I upgraded my TV when the Xbox One came out in like 2013. So it's about time.
Yeah, that's a good question. I want to ask people tomorrow and during the stream. I know like John Green, a bunch of people like they play 4K. Like how many? It seems like a lot of people do, but I'm gonna ask how many people play with a 4K monitor or TV or whatever for PUBG.
Yeah, I just didn't feel like it was worth buying a new TV at the time.
Oh, I agree with you. I upgraded my TV in like 2014 or 2015. Even then, I didn't think it was worth it.
Honestly, you're better off if you're really hardcore. You're like better off getting a nice computer monitor. You know what I mean? Like spending, and then you could use it for your computer and Xbox.
Yeah, because for me, like I could edit a video in 4K, like some of my drone footage. And
Yeah,
then,
so you
like
can
I
like
have
have
multiple uses for 4K. Yeah.
yeah,
And
since
the
you have like
Xbox.
2 on your desks, like you play on your desk anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah,
I
because
could
most
play on my
people,
desk
yeah, because
too.
my response is, I'm not even trying to be rude, but like most TVs, there's no channels that are being broadcast in 4K, right? To my knowledge. So it's not like you can watch
No.
TV in 4K unless you watch a movie. But if you watch a movie, you're probably maybe doing it through like Netflix or it's through your Xbox, right? If it's like a
Yeah,
4K like Blu-ray or something. So,
yeah.
you know,
So that's the thing I was thinking. It's like I could have my Xbox on my. I thought about this actually. Like have my if when Scarlet comes out, if I buy that, like have that on my desk, and
yeah.
just leave my Xbox One X on my TV because it's
Mm,
like
yeah.
not even like get a really nice computer monitor,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then I have 2 computer monitors, and one I could use for gaming
That's what I do.
on the Scarlet and on the computer, while the second monitor does could just be like your side monitor for like
Yeah, yeah,
whatever you do
that's
with
what I
your
do.
second.
Yeah, I have my two, and then I game on one, and I use the other one to my stream and do stuff on the computer while I'm
Yeah,
gaming.
exactly. So that's what I was thinking, and I figure I could just keep my Xbox One X for like because I don't have cable in my room,
Yeah.
you know. But I guess I could just get a really long HDMI cord and run the HDMI cord to my TV. HDMI cords are short, cheap, but
Now
I
they
have
are.
the
Remember when
Xbox
they used to
One
be
X. Like,
super
what am I gonna
expensive?
do?
They used to be really expensive.
Yeah,
So long
I mean,
ago.
I haven't. I'm gonna get rid of it. Like, what am I gonna do with this Xbox One X anyway? Like,
Yeah,
it
what
might as
are
well
we,
just
what
use
are
it.
we gonna do with all of our Xbox One X's? So many people like just upgraded. Like I just upgraded last year.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep it. You should put it in your family room.
Yeah, I'll probably do that.
That we could like watch, Netflix from use that to watch Netflix and whatever.
Or if you get like if you do get a movie, perhaps or some kind of disc. It's been a long time since I bought anything disc related. Like
Yeah,
came.
but I mean, if you use anything streaming, I mean, it's pretty much does everything you need.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, man, the disc related stuff. I just downloaded like Windows on a USB drive,
Yeah,
and it like didn't charge me for it. So when are they gonna charge
it's
me?
not good. So
When
no,
I
when
put it on
you
my computer, it will ask.
yeah when you put it on the computer, I'm still running the free version.
Okay.
It's just that like you'll go into settings and you can activate it once you're in settings. But like the
Okay.
free version runs everything. It's just that you can't change your background. There's certain like limitations. Like and then
I
in the
see.
corner it says activate Windows. Like when you're playing a game, it will still be there. Like kind of like
Oh,
you know what I mean, like with
yeah,
some
trademark. Yeah,
transparent
yeah.
pieces.
Okay,
But
okay.
I
So
should
it's
do
like,
it. It's $200, so it's worth it. I just haven't
is it
done
though?
it.
I think
I'm
it's
gonna
like I
probably.
think for like the regular one, it's 120. No, is it
I don't
200?
remember.
I think for maybe for Pro it's 200, but if you just get the regular one, it's 120 bucks. I think, which is still a
Really?
little bit pricey. But
Really?
from what I just saw, it was just on the window, Microsoft.com. Yeah, I think it's 120 bucks. And I think Pro is Microsoft Windows 10 shopping. There's so many fake like Windows things. So like Windows for $30.
I know you don't. I know that's why it's better. Yeah, mine says 110. I have Windows Pro. It says Windows. It goes to Windows Pro.
Yeah,
So with Windows 10 Pro, you get enhanced features to help you easily connect company networks. Maybe you're right. Maybe it just tries to do that.
yeah, I think they try to like upsell you on like a bunch of shit you don't need. But if you just get like the base like Windows,
You're
it's
gonna
like
hear me type. Sorry.
no, it's all good. It's like not super bad. It's
Windows 10
still something
Pro.
that I really wasn't thinking about though. Like it adds an extra $100 onto your build, and I'm like, ugh.
Why? Yeah, I don't get why it doesn't say. I don't. Yeah, it only says Windows 10 Pro. That's
It's hard to
annoying.
find it like on the Microsoft site. We could like look after.
Yeah, I should. You know what I should do is I should email my cousin because she works at Microsoft and be like, hey, like,
Oh yeah, maybe she could hook you up.
yeah, hey, can
Do
you?
you have a employee Microsoft key?
Yeah, I know. Like, I think they do get it a lot cheaper. I should
Yeah,
ask.
wonder.
Why not? Yeah, I don't see it on their website. What a bunch of dicks.
It's really hard to find the price on their website. I eventually got to it, but it's like it's not easy to find it on the Windows
Just like
website.
Windows 10 home.
And it's crazy how much scam stuff pops up when you type in Windows 10. There's so many scammy things like, oh, here, buy Windows 10 for $28. And it's I read online like all
I think
these
if you
things
just
are
go to
scams.
if you go to like Best Buy, you could just buy it there too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You can buy the key. Sometimes it's just like safer to go there because you know what you're getting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But it's crazy. I
But
couldn't even find a USB drive. Like I've moved a couple times in the past couple years. I'm like, dude, I don't even know where I have a
I had to
USB drive. So
buy
I just
one.
bought one off Amazon for $10.
Yeah, that's what I did. I couldn't find one, and I didn't
Yeah.
want to have like one that was used or something because it would overwrite everything.
Yeah. Yeah, so I said screw that. I'm just gonna do
I don't know where.
Windows.
Yes, this isn't here. I don't see it. I got to figure that out. But I mean, I don't think I need Pro.
No, I'm just gonna try to get the regular one and just go from there. I just want to have it just because it's a new computer. Like I want to start off right and just have everything like fine.
No, I know.
Don't
I
worry
need to
about
do
it.
it too. I'm just being lazy. But
Because
I really don't
you can't
have
get any like
much.
Windows updates, right? When you don't
I've had
activate
Windows
it?
updates.
Okay.
Yeah, I've had
I was
Windows
I
updates.
was suspecting that you probably couldn't update your computer or something.
There's like certain things I think that won't update. You won't get like everything.
Yeah.
I think you know what I mean, but I don't think they
Yeah.
give you.
Well, it's annoying on my computer now. You were supposed to a couple years ago, or like 2 years ago, everyone was supposed to be able to download to Windows 10 for free, like if you had a verified Windows account.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Something happened where like every time I went to download it, it would say like there was an error in my computer, and I tried like Googling, I could not figure it out. And then they're like, oh, if you don't do it by like July or something, you can't do it anymore for free. And I could not figure out why. And like this error message kept coming. I probably should have called them or something, but I lost the opportunity to do it. So I don't even know what it's like. Windows 10. I'm on the old version on my desktop right now. So we'll see.
See here on. So on Amazon, it's Windows 10 Pro English. No, Windows 10 new Windows 10 Home English USB box sealed by Microsoft is $108. But you don't want. I just want the key, the access key.
Yeah, you don't want.
I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I bet when you go to activate it, it'll probably bring you to the Microsoft site, no? And then you could just do it there.
I don't know, man. It says Windows 10 Home download. I don't want the download, bro. I just want the key.
Yeah, I'm sure you could contact them and maybe like chat with them. Microsoft's pretty good at chatting and stuff.
Yeah, I'll just be like, I just want the basic one. Whatever.
Yeah. But
see, there's Home, Windows 10 Home, and then there's Windows 10 Pro.
Yeah, I think you just need Home.
Yeah, you don't need Pro, dude.
No, I looked at the difference. It was just some small stuff. But
it's mostly like it's mostly like what's it called? Just like for businesses. Stuff,
business exactly. Yeah, I unboxed some of my stuff today on the stream. I got a giant package from Amazon with like most of the computer parts today. It was crazy because it just came in one box.
So what did you get? Like you got an i9 processor.
So yeah, I got an i9 processor. I got an RTX 2070, and
so you got the same one as me.
Is that what you ended up getting? Yeah, I didn't get a gigabyte though. That's what you got. I got one that was what is
They're
this?
all pretty much the same.
Yeah. It's the EVGA, and then
they're pretty much it's the same. They're just like clone. They're not different.
Exactly. Yeah, mine only has 2 fans. Yours has like 3 on it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean some of them are slightly better than others, but they're all the same.
Yeah, actually, honestly, I went for like exactly. I think I went for like a maybe a little bit of cheaper one. I was kind of I was trying to get by. I did something squirrely with my PC build to get it to a price that I was comfortable with, but I'm happy that I did it. But I went really low on my like SSD hard drive space. I don't have a hard drive. I just got 1 terabyte SSD. And that's it.
That's really wait. You got a terabyte SSD?
Yeah, that's it. But it was $100 Western Digital. So all I have is 1 terabyte though. So I saved money.
I think I only have 500. I got 500 terabyte or 500 gigabyte.
And then you
SSD.
didn't add a hard drive or anything to it? I don't remember.
Oh, well, I have a 3 terabyte hard drive.
Yes, yeah, I didn't add any like hard drives on.
But you can get a 3 terabyte hard drive for like $80.
Exactly, but like the thing is, I looked. It looks like those are really easy to add on after, like if I ever need it.
Yeah, they're definitely easy.
And I already have a pretty big external hard drive because I ran out of room on this computer. So I'm like, you know what? I can save money in the short term by like just skipping hard drive space because it's very easy to add on. So then I put that money into a better graphics card because I was gonna get the 2060, which was like $350 or $370, and then this was $470, so I got that instead. So I just moved around some of my money to like be a little bit more efficient.
Yeah.
And
I gotcha.
Yeah, and then I was buying like this because I got an i9. Like a lot of people recommend these like really diesel expensive like motherboards, and then I researched like I didn't. But like I was about to buy like a $300 motherboard, and people were like, you don't need to do that. Like just get this one. I'm like, okay, that's fine. So like I looked online and like figured out like what I could kind of like. It's still a really good motherboard, but I didn't need to get like I was about to buy one of the best motherboards like out there, which was not.
No, it's not nothing. How much did you spend on the motherboard? Like 140?
No, it's like it was still $200. It was like 200.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was like $200.
So your build is even more than mine.
It's a little bit more. Yeah, it ends up being a little bit more, but it's not too bad. and I got everything today but the cooler, and I got the similar cooler as you, same style,
Hmm.
and the case isn't here yet. So everything's supposed to. Those
Yeah,
two
the
things are
case
supposed to
might
come
take a little
tomorrow.
bit longer.
It's supposed to be here tomorrow,
Really?
hopefully. Yeah, the case and the thing, the other thing.
Damn,
Yeah.
I'm jealous. Now I need to go out and buy a new motherboard and new processor so my computer's faster than yours.
It's just what I need.
I mean, yours is doing way more work than mine is. Mine
Yeah,
is not going to be doing.
I need it to be like heavy duty, man. That's why I got 32 gigs of RAM, so like I can not have to worry about
Yeah,
streaming.
I'm
and,
gonna
like,
add RAM to mine very soon. Honestly, I'm gonna go for like the 32 or 64.
yeah, that's
I think, but in the winter
we
time,
might
I'm going to update the RAM.
you might not need it though. It's a lot of that stuff is like for like multiple tasks, and I just know that like my computer right now struggles like when I'm streaming and also doing like other stuff at the same time.
How many
You know?
gigs of RAM can your motherboard hold? Like 64?
I don't know. I'm guessing 64, but I know like a lot of people just go with
That's probably-
16 most of the time.
Yeah,
I think that's
16
what
is
my
really all you need
computer
for
has.
gaming. I just like
Yeah.
having it for like coding. Like a lot of stuff.
Oh, shoot!
caches to
I
my
forgot you
big
do.
data.
Yeah, I forgot you do that stuff. Okay.
You don't need it though. I mean, in reality, 16's fine. Like for me, my computer is a diesel, like a powerhouse, just for playing games. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if I was streaming, then I'd be like, I need to get a better processor, and you know what I mean? Because really, processing
even
is
then, your computer is a beast build, man. I'm sure it could handle it. It's very
no,
it's very good.
it could. I just mean like if I was like streaming full time, like you were, I would
Yeah.
definitely want to have. Because your processor is what holds like your monitors and holds like the frames per second. You know what I mean? Like that's really a big adjustment
Yeah.
factor is like your processor. So
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm just like amped up. I'm looking at all this stuff. You know, like I like took it out of the box. I didn't take anything out of the wrapping. I just wanted to like look at it because I wasn't sure. Like, basically, the way you buy everything, like everything comes with all the wires you need. I know it sounds like such a noob question, but like, did you have to buy any extra wires? You don't, right? Everything comes with what it
no,
needs.
everything comes with it.
Yeah, okay. So I thought I was just like making sure because this one guy was pulling out so many wires out of his like ass when he was making his. He's like, "Here's my tutorial video," and he's just pulling wires out of everywhere. I'm like, all right.
Well, when you get the power supply, dude, you're gonna have a ton of wires.
Yeah, well, I got
Well,
the
how
power.
much-
I got the power supply. I just got 750 watts.
You should be fine. Mine was big because I had the miner and had like 6 GPUs sitting on it.
Yeah. No, I looked it up. I mean, from PC Part Picker, it said like I think total wattage output came in at like 450 or something, and it seems like, to my knowledge, like a lot of people go way over, like what they need just in case. And
You do.
like,
It's just like for spiking, like when power.
yeah,
You know,
exactly.
it's
But
good
it
to
seemed
have
like
more.
it seemed like 750 was fine. Like I didn't need to go
No,
any
you're
higher
fine.
than that. So I thought,
No, you're 100% fine.
I thought that was cool, and we got a gold rated power supply. I don't know, I just went with that. It was like $100. It seemed like it was a good deal for that what I
Yeah.
got, and yeah, man, I'm just like stoked, but I'm a little nervous because all the wire, everything. I'm very confident in putting it most of it together, but some of the wiring, to me, I'm just like, oh man, I hope that I can figure all that out.
Yeah, it'll be all right. If you want to wait, I'll do it with you. I know it's like hard because you have all your stuff and you're excited.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
I could do it next weekend with you, or what I mean. But if you're stuck, it's just like one of those situations where you're stuck until I would get there.
Yeah, yeah,
Because it's like so hard to be like, oh, I have this. It's just like, dude, I need to see what you're doing.
yeah. Totally, totally.
You know?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I really just I don't have a lot of plans this weekend, and I got some stuff
Yeah.
coming up, so it might just be like a time to try to do it. So we'll see.
Yeah, I
how
wish I
next-
didn't have anything going on this weekend. I
Oh, it's all good.
told someone I would help them out for the weekend, like over the weekend at an event, and now I'm like, God damn it. But
Nah, no, it's
typical.
yeah, it's all good. I might honestly wait. We'll see. We'll see.
I don't know.
So-
Yeah, I mean, it's hard.
it is
It's
nice
just
to
like being
have
a kid on
somebody-
Christmas.
it's
You
nice-
just want to build it.
It's nice to have somebody with you though, even like in certain moments when you're like, hey, dude, can you just like hold this while I like Google something really fast? Because you're like,
Oh yeah,
you're like,
remember how many times you were just like holding it in place where I was like screwing in the
yeah. There's just so many
what
of
was
those
I screwing
moments.
in the bottom? Oh, the hard drive thing. I was like you were holding it over the edge and I was on the bottom, like because you couldn't like hold it up in the case
and screwed in at the same time.
It was like
Yeah,
such a pain in the ass.
Yeah, exactly. So and I'm trying to learn from I'm trying to think of like what we did because when you watch people install their computers, and sorry if this is like super boring for other people, but like
Yeah.
some people have different methodologies of like you should put the power supply in first. Some people are like you should put the power supply in last. There's like certain methodologies. So I was trying to think of like what was the most frustrating part. For example, like should you put the the cooler on before you put it in the case, or should you put it in the case and then put the cooler on? Like, remember, didn't we have like a little bit of like a thing where we were like, oh, I think we should have done it the other way around? Like, I feel like you should put the motherboard. I feel like I should maybe attach the cooler on first and then put it all in. I think that's what me and you did, actually. I think that's.
No, we didn't. We did it last second.
Okay.
Yeah, we should have done it the other way. That's like just like learning, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I would do it, put the motherboard, the cooler. But the thing is, a lot of people put it on when it's in there. I just put the way the cooler, you know, the what is it? The pipes that run from the cooler on the CPU to the fans.
Yes.
Like was extended really long. We should have flipped around the cooler.
Yeah, but exactly.
We should have flipped it around so the where it was a little bit more convenient. But whatever, it's okay. I don't think it should be. It still hasn't moved, so we're good.
Yeah, it's just a lot of things. Basically, if you're listening, there's like a lot of the understand putting together the computer is pretty simple. But then with each step, there's a lot of nuances, even to the point where like I was watching some like tips and tricks kind of videos of like what to do with your PC build, and people were like convincing you, like this one guy was trying to say like put your power supply in like upside down because it's better like fan air ratio, and I'm like, there's so many little nuances that if you start getting the weeds with all this stuff, like which I am, I'm like, what?
I don't remember how I
know.
put mine.
Like I have no idea even how to put in the power supply.
I think I put mine in upside down so it blows the hot air down instead of like blows the air down.
Yeah, I think like most people put it in upside down. So you're like,
yeah, I think I did. So it blows air down, not like up into the chassis.
Yeah, so it's like,
you know, the case.
Yeah, it's very there's so many things going on.
It's still going to go out really quickly, dude. You know what I mean? Like it's not the end of the world. As long as you have the fans all pulling the right direction, like that was my concern, is like making sure the fans are all going, you know, the front fans are pulling the air in, and then the back fans and the top fan are pulling it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or venting it.
An interesting thing this guy did, and this is like definitely pretty nerdy, but this guy uses, you probably saw his videos. His name is like J2 Cents or something, maybe when you were doing your PC build. He's got a lot of computer builds videos.
Yeah.
And like he's got a very big channel. He's pretty popular. He was burning like incense after he built his computer. Like after he builds a computer, he was showing like to show the air pressure. So like if you burn like an incense and you turn your fans up, you can see like, is your computer like taking, like sometimes there's so many different pressures that can happen inside your computer because of the exhaust fans and the intake fans. So like you can see how fast like the smoke travels through. Like is your exhaust fan like do you need to slow your exhaust fan down, or like he had all these reasonings like why there's different like things. Like basically you want like more air coming into your PC and less air coming out, because then it really forces the air out faster, if that makes sense. Like if you have more air coming in, it actually pushes out the air harder instead of it sitting in there longer. You know what I mean? So if you're like out, they're saying like if your exhaust is too fast or you have too many exhausts, that it actually can like stop the movement of airflow. Like, so he was just saying using the smoke helps you see like how it's traveling through your computer, which is kind of cool.
Yeah,
nerdy
like
though.
Super anal.
So yeah, that's super anal. I don't know if I'm gonna be burning incense in my room when I'm done, but honestly, it's just stuff like I'm so deep in it, man. I don't know. You know, I know you get the same way. You get the same way.
I did. I did 100%. Now I want to burn an incense and see how mine is, because I don't know if mine draws just like the way the case is. I don't know how much, if it draws a ton of air.
Yeah, but you crushed it, man. When you were putting it together, I was shocked for how like well you knew. You're like, dude, this goes here, this goes here. Like you knew all that shit so easily, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. It's like another language to me. So you were pretty prepped for that.
I was ready.
Yeah, you were ready. And then I tried reading the motherboard manual because people said to do that, and it was like basically in Chinese. I was like,
and you pretty much just fell asleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could read it. I just don't know what. Like, it's good to know some of the stuff like setting up your BIOS and like if you want flash or the BIOS, and like just learn like overclocking and stuff like that. But in reality, dude, like you really don't need to do all
I'm
stuff,
not like an advanced person. I mean, I'm glad I'm building because I'm going to learn a lot along the way. I already have, and I feel like it's good to know if you're like a mega user like I am, like what's going on, what's actually going on behind the scenes. And it makes you respect the item. Like, to be honest with you, this pre-built PC I have, like I didn't really go in there a lot and clean it, and now I have so much more respect that like since I started looking up like PC parts and watching these videos, I've gone in my computer and like cleaned it out, like blew the air, on it, the Buster Duster, whatever it's called, like a
Dust
couple times.
Buster?
Like I have more respect for like the item. I guess it's like if you know what to do with cars. Like if you're a car guy, like you wax your car, you treat it well, and like if you're not a car person, like you just buy your car and occasionally you get a car wash. But like if you have more respect for it, I feel like it maintains it a little bit more, and you know how to use it better, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, I agree. I agree. I gotta open. I was gonna actually open mine up in the next couple of days or weeks to like clean it out, like just to clean out any dust in it.
Yeah, it just seems like I've learned a lot along that way, and I'm super excited, man. Then we can play some PC PUBG.
I know. I want to play.
Yeah, we
I
won't
want
leave you guys on console.
So we can play PC PUBG.
Dude, I'm so excited. Command Station.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
It's gonna be awesome, man. But still always be playing Xbox, and
yeah, definitely.
Speaking of that, I guess what wraps up soon. We've been going for like an hour, which is solid. And sorry for anybody listening if you guys fell asleep or you clicked away already because of all the PC talk. But it's just something I'm really excited about, obviously, and will help the stream. And even for me, like my computer, I made a complicated video the other day. And by complicated, I mean like there was multiple levels of like video. When I made this like Erangel, I made a breakdown of like all the Erangel stuff going on. I used some of Choco Taco's footage, and my computer kept crashing trying to process it. I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? Like, I can't even make this like 3-minute video because it just had like so many layers in it. So I'm just really excited for all that, so I could work a little bit more efficiently. But I saw you've been killing it on PUBG since you got back from your trip, dude. You just like you're a new man. You've been like killing chicken dinners and shredding.
Maybe I just need to take breaks.
You hit those snipes that were so nasty, and then you clutched like 2 chicken dinners. I was like, what the hell? This is Andrew clutching again right here?
I've always been good. I'm a sleeper.
But what's up? You're just wrecking. Some of those clips are.
I don't know. I think sometimes it's good to take a break.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I also watched like when I was away. I watched a lot of like streaming, like because it's like also I'd be up at 8 and it was like 11 o'clock here, so you weren't streaming.
Yeah.
So I watched like Choco Taco because he streams like late. I think he is on the East Coast, but he streams pretty late, I think, and just different players, and it kind of helped like just like learning. Like I always play when I did like MMA, and there's always like people are like watch YouTube videos and like kind of find like your style. And I think kind of watching a lot of different streamers and like yourself, you kind of like pick and choose things that work for you and don't work for you. And I think that's kind of what I kind of picked up a lot of things, and I kind of found what works for me and doesn't work for me. Like it doesn't have to be watching a streamer, but like you watch a lot of just like older YouTube videos of someone playing, I mean, even tournaments and stuff like that. You kind of just learn literally what works for you, because not everyone, like, you're not gonna have an exact person that's like, oh, if I play just like them, it's gonna be good for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it definitely always helps when you watch other people play. You learn a lot for sure.
Yeah, you have everyone has their own style, and I think that like you kind of have to like have a little bit of variety to see like what really is like, oh well, I actually play this way and this guy plays similar to me, so he does this person does opposite of me and does this, but I should do that more. You know what I mean? So
yeah, no, you're so right, man. I've been noticing too, because honestly, I think it's kind of like for me, if I had time to watch someone stream, I'd be like, dude, I gotta stream. And I was always like hesitant to watch other streamers because I'd be like, I gotta do it, but like now I've been more like watching other people and just like appreciating and trying to learn like what they're doing, and and see, and yeah, I've been picking up a lot. Like, yeah, exactly. It's so interesting what you can notice, even like little nuances. Like, oh, that was interesting. He did this when in that situation, and it definitely helps.
Like the one thing I thought was funny is he always, like, Choco Taco always has a motorcycle or some sort of vehicle. Like, so when it's getting close to the final circle, he just drives right into a building. Like, so it's like it's like a rush. You could rush a building and pull up right where like in a blind spot, and then you have cover, which is smart. Like I've like thought of that, but I just never really did it. And I was like, oh, when you see someone doing it, you're like, it just makes so much sense.
Yeah, for example, like that's actually a really good point, because a lot of times like we're hesitant to bring a vehicle because you're like, everyone's gonna hear us. But if you like if you can use it to rush a spot like that, and then everyone else is kind of just sitting there with their pants down and like fighting each other, and you got into cover, then you're alive. And I do notice every time I watch him playing, he's always near vehicles. He always has vehicles nearby. That's a good point. I kind of noticed that when I watched it.
Yeah, he always keeps something close by, like typically a motorcycle, because it's hard to shoot. You know what I mean? But and it's fast. But on console, it's like way harder to control.
No, but I definitely agree because I made a pretty daring like escape in this shitty situation, like in the top like 10 in a motorcycle, and I repositioned and I won the game.
Yeah,
And I feel like most people, like even my past self, I wouldn't have gotten on the motorcycle because I had to drive through the blue for a second, and it was chunking because it was later. But it enabled me to reposition, and get cover, and then I healed up, and like people, it whittled down to like the top 3, and then I won. So yeah, it can definitely help in those situations to just take it because you don't care if people see you. Like they have bigger things to worry about. There's probably a guy like right to their left side that they're more.
yeah, they're not gonna. Yeah, they're not worried about the guy on the motorcycle.
Yeah,
Shoot
exactly.
you.
They're more worried about the stuff going on in front of
Oh,
them.
okay. Yeah, exactly. There was just a point where I was watching him and I was like, "Whoa, this guy's actually gonna get on a motor." Like, I'm like, "He's getting in a car now or whatever." And it was like, so the circle was so small, but 100%. Like that's how he got to the end because he just got into a better reposition completely. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's like
yeah,
those circle situations where you're like, "Oh, we got shitty circle," like completely changes it.
yeah,
So definitely worth it. And the thing is, like, even if there's people in the house you're crashing into, if you just come at it the right angle, you can get it. They can't shoot at the windows. You know what I mean? Like those houses are very restrictive.
No, you're so right.
Um,
They're exactly. If you see the side
so
doesn't have windows, you could pull right up on it, and then they're kind of
yeah,
screwed. And that kind of
exactly.
happened to you in that game when you won with Dmart and Day Day. Like you were on the side of a building and they couldn't see you, and they killed Dmart, but because of where you were, like they couldn't get you. And that's when being sometimes like, yeah, being in a building can be helpful because of cover, but because of the windows, you can get screwed, and people like can take advantage of like your blind spot when you're in a building like that. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
he
talking
didn't
about when you're
see
in
me
McKinney
sitting
because you
under the
didn't.
window, which is
Yeah,
surprising.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Or he just ran out not thinking. I don't know what his idea was, but the other guys, yeah, it was all positioning in that last one. I just had good position. It's weird because if you watch WD-40 had that on, it had tweeted the whole like 2 minutes. If you go to his Twitter, I don't know if you saw that.
What? No, what was it? Say it again. My bad.
So WD-40 had tweeted the whole
Oh
video.
yeah, I watched that. I retweeted. It was amazing. It was hilarious.
Oh, the 2 minute where I set myself on
Yeah,
fire.
it's like the best up and down video of all time. If you guys, you got to see this. I won't link this one because it would be too many links, but it's on my Twitter. It's like the best story of all time. It's like you lighting yourself on fire, like the biggest down, like just fail, and then coming back and clutching it. It's just like the up and down story of life.
Yeah,
It's
I
great.
stupidly, I don't know why, I like saw the circle moving in and I panicked and I moved, you know what I mean? And I hit the windowsill and just lit myself on fire like an idiot. And all I
Yeah.
had was bandages left too.
Oh
So
my
it was
god.
like I almost died too. I like my health was next to nothing. Before that, me and Dmart had ran across, like we were across the street and we had to run through a field. We were getting shot
Oh, you
at.
told me you
I
guys were
got
just
shot.
throwing smoke, and you guys were like barely made it
Yeah, we
there.
threw a total of 8 smokes to get up to where we were, where I
Wow.
start shooting at those guys on the side of the house there. Um,
Wow. And then in
and
the
I,
final moment, after burning yourself, Andrew moves in towards the final circle, takes out a guy or two, and then the last guy comes at him. Andrew runs out of ammo, and the circle closed in, but you got into a better spot, and the circle killed him. That was amazing.
yeah,
So many ups and downs. It was
yeah,
nuts.
I was literally like shit, 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 trying to like reload, and then after the guy died, I was like, I have no ammo.
Oh my god.
You
So
know what I
many
mean? I
things were
was like
going
in
on. Yeah.
complete like panic. I was like trying to reload, and I was like, oh my god, I have no ammo in here.
Wow.
I was like, it wasn't even like prepared to switch to the SKS just to like shoot something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I knew in my head, I was like, hopefully, like I knew he was outside the circle, and I was like, this has to be killing him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I was just like hoping, I knew that I was in the circle and he wasn't. I was just kind of like riding on that. Like, please don't.
Yeah.
So definitely worked out. I was kind of lucky in a little bit.
Yeah.
But
That was an awesome win, man.
yeah, it was. It was really funny. I was like, no way.
Yeah.
And
It's a great clip.
WD-40 had like a clutch victory last night too. He had like literally the skin of his teeth health left. So
Nice.
he had some good wins this
Good
week.
games overall. Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So
Yeah,
what?
I had a crazy day today. We had 4 dinners. Me and
I
Day
know. I
did
saw some of them. I
a
was like, this is
three-peat.
crazy.
Yeah, I was like rocking a lot of kills. This week was kind of slow though. Like yesterday, I got like 1 dinner, but today
Yeah.
was just ridiculous, just wrecking it.
Yeah, I saw. I mean, you invited me last night, and I was already in a game, and I was like, oh, 'cause so many people in your party. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's
So I was
there was only 3 people in my party, but the other party there was like 8 people. I think.
no at first. Well, at first when I first got on, there was 5 people
Oh
in your
yeah,
party.
that makes sense. Yeah.
So then I was like, okay, I joined. Day Days because he told me to join in the text, and then WD-40 joined, and so did D-Mart. So we just split off, me, Wendell, D-Mart, and WD-40, and played on our own. And then I saw you send me an invite. Andrew, he's sending you invites right now. And I was like, oh. I was like, oh, Wendell, I'm gonna go play with him after this. He's like, well, you know, F me, right? And I'm like, I'm just kidding.
But yeah, I mean, I was just like, we were just trying to play one more game and like do a 4-man spot. So I even felt bad because I'm like, I'm not even gonna be on that long. But
no, it's fine. It was fine. I mean, I didn't join you, so
I
was like, we were already in a game. I was like, he's probably not gonna play much longer anyway.
Yeah,
so.
no. You know me, I don't play that late. But yeah, man, since we'll have to play soon. I'll be. Well, you're probably working tomorrow, right? I'll be on tomorrow, and then
I'm gonna be on tomorrow night for sure.
Okay.
If you're gonna be streaming tomorrow night or anything like
Twitching it. Yeah, I might be. I'm definitely gonna be on tomorrow. I mean, I might Twitch stream tomorrow morning, and then switch over to YouTube during the afternoon. Not sure. And,
not a bad idea.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, a couple more streams, and I'll be able to get affiliates. So make sure you guys, if you haven't already, to plug it. Make sure you guys check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/blitz5 and friends. Let's go. And I think that about does it, man.
Just chatting, so we have concurrent viewers here.
Oh yeah, we honestly could do this on yeah, we could do this on Twitch one day, like live stream if we wanted to. That's true.
Yeah, maybe next week.
Yeah, but then we need some kind of video though. You know?
I know. I gotta set up my camera and your camera. So
I think we have to worry about people looking at us and shit. Maybe I don't know.
It's awkward. I'm like picking my nose half the time. So.
All right. Well, we appreciate you guys listening, and I guess that about does it for this is episode 28. So thanks again. I know it's kind of back to some PUBG talk, but a lot of PC stuff as well. I'm just super excited, so it's hard to contain it. I'm like, I can't wait for my case, man. It's gonna be kind of like Super Trooper. It's white and black, and I'm stoked for this. And I got like white RAM with black accent, and I wasn't even really trying to. Just when I went to buy it, I'm like, oh, I can get this in white, and it's the same price. So I'm like, I kind of ended up getting things in like white and only black. So hopefully it'll look cool. We'll see.
We shall see. It'll be fun. It's gonna look good, dude.
Yeah,
I'm excited for you too.
Thanks, man. Thanks for all your help with everything. Yeah. Like setting everything, like just looking at stuff and everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You want to let them know?
Well, I guess this is it. Thanks for joining us in the final circle, everybody.
Ooh, got him.
Burn.
Burn. All right, everybody. See you next week. Later.